All you got to do is turn on TikTok. Okay, if you want to be abreast of things that are going on around here, all you got to do is go on TikTok. Um, there's a plethora of things posted on TikTok every day, all day. Yeah. And it's storming outside. But let's talk about some stuff, man. Let's have some conversations. And let me start off by saying, again, we got to do something. This pizza got cold fast. I paid 89 cents for this medium pizza. We got to do something about all these things that's going on with us. All these things that are happening to us. We have to do something. There's way more of us than them. But we don't have any other choice. Okay? I can say we not gonna like the other choice. But the other choice is not a choice. We got to do something. I don't know if y'all saw. I don't know why people are laughing because it's funny. But they are refusing. Ex-crunchy pizza be so good. They are refusing to say that Trump cannot run for office again. I told y'all. I told y'all. Listen to him.
I'll be able to use it. I'll be able to use it myself.
How did these people even live that long?
And this way, when I get out of office in, let's say, 8 or 9 years from now, I'll be able to use it. I'll be able to use it myself. And this way, when I get out of office in, let's say, 8 or 9 years from now, I'll be able to use it. I'll be able to use it myself. And this way, when I get out of office in, let's say, 8 or 9 years from now.
Hit the like, Charles.
Hey, update. Remember that deadly virus that was on that boat that we were hoping they kept everybody on the boat? Yeah, some of those people went home.
This is my first time hearing about this virus.
Not only 23 people got off the boat, 7 of them were Americans and already are back in America. Yeah, for those of you confused, some of y'all probably seen this video right here.
We're not just a story. We're not just headlines.
You see, the hantavirus, which already has close to a 40% fatality rate, already claimed the lives of 3 people on the boat. You see, but this is a rare version of the virus that passes human to human due to contact. We all thought they kept them on the boat. Well, come to find out, the boat made a couple of stops before they was stopped, and those people took flights back home, where 1 person is already showing symptoms. Now, the claims are they do have it under control and they are monitoring the situation, but people on social media aren't going for it because no one wants to go through another pandemic. So I will hope that this time around they're giving us the correct information and that everybody is safe. Because I am begging y'all, please keep this under control.
That information is never correct.
Please. Hey, update. Remember that deadly virus that was on that boat that we were hoping they...
I saw a guy post and he said he not participating. He just gonna pretend like this virus don't exist. We just came from dealing with COVID. Listen, They create all these viruses on purpose. Again, we gotta stand up for ourselves. Okay, we got to. We got to. Now let's talk about this situation here, because this happened right here in Georgia. Mm-hmm. This man, I'm gonna read it first.
Man, nice. That was it. All the brothers that was in.
He suffered. This is.
Okay.
This is.
He told them.
See, the last time I clicked on
This
it,
is. This is.
AI gave me the
reprehensible.
entire
A faith that some would believe.
That with me, please contact. What she say? Contact. I don't remember everybody's name. They remember when they see this hit the news. They're gonna.
let me see.
It's just as worse.
His name is
as death.
Rashad Muhammad. So let me try this again. I guess I have to put it in. Okay, here we go. So Rashad Muhammad is a former Fulton County Jail detainee who says his medical care was delayed or denied while in custody, and he later suffered septic shock. Now, this is AI, and it says it's summarized from 3 news sources, including ABC News. I don't mean this is the full true story, so I'm just putting that out there. And sepsis is basically when your system is poisoned, I believe your blood. And it puts your system in a shock, and it will take you on up out of here. Hey, John. So he suffered sepsis, septic shock, and multiple amputations. Now, this guy had something going on. He called the police, and they treated him some kind of way. You know how they do. He ended up in custody, and they detained him. It led to him getting sepsis. Listen, this story is crazy. Okay, so his legal team and some officials are calling for accountability and an investigation. He says he became seriously ill in custody and repeatedly requested medical attention and medication, which he alleged was denied and delayed. He says his condition deteriorated to sepsis, septic shock, and a coma. After he woke up, he learned he had been amputated. This happened where? Take a wild guess if it's here in Atlanta. Grady Hospital. Mm-hmm. So this man says he was held for 188 days. And he spent 177 days at Grady under hospital care while being represented by NAFCare. Now his legal team is demanding a full investigation into his treatment in jail and medical care. Fulton County. We know about Fulton County. And this is also where Tiffany Hanyard is trying to get in. Pretty much she's in there. Fulton County Commissioner Marvin Arvington has called for an independent investigation. Fulton County Jail told ABC News it cannot comment or release information about Muhammad's medical condition or specific treatment due to privacy laws, and reiterated that 177 of 188 hospital time and NAPA medical points. Okay, it stops there. Again, this was AI generated. So let's listen to a video.
Please, I'm not going to make it. I need my medicine.
An emotional Rashad Muhammad, surrounded by his attorneys, alleges that medical neglect at the Fulton County Jail resulted in multiple fingers and his legs being amputated.
They got so bad to the point where I couldn't even get up. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to the officers, but I just couldn't get up.
He, along with his attorneys, including Ben Crump, claimed the contracted medical provider inside the jail and deputies knew about his medical condition upon first being booked in August of 2025. But Muhammad says after seeing the provider once and requesting his medication, nothing more happened and his health quickly declined.
I was trying. I'm trying to tell the officer, hey, I need to, it's getting bad. Nothing.
Muhammad says he uses a catheter and had other foot wounds that required the meds.
Unable to get off his cot. Unable to be able to stand up for roll
A catheter?
call. Finally, they did call the emergency to transport him to the hospital.
When he finally got to the hospital, Muhammad claims he was told his kidneys were swollen and he had an infection and had gone into septic shock. We saw graphic photos of his hands and legs, which were black in color and eventually amputated after also allegedly being in a coma.
He woke up to a nightmare that was
It's amazing that
unimaginable
he's alive.
to him.
Muhammad says he wants accountability and answers as to why his health was allegedly ignored.
It's amazing he's alive.
All I was doing was begging to see the provider. And for that man to tell me that I refuse to see the provider. Why would I refuse to see the provider? Please, I'm not going to make it. I need my medicine.
An emotional Rashad Muhammad, surrounded by his attorneys, alleges that medical neglect at the
So-
Fulton County Jail resulted in multiple finger.
Sepsis is serious.
Yes,
Sepsis
it
is really, really serious. My brother had sepsis. He had amputation. He had sugar, ate a hole in his foot. He had a partial amputation, but he was supposed to get a full, and he didn't want to. He had a tube still in him from the surgery. I think he had a catheter as well. He ended up getting sepsis. Okay, didn't do his women right. So wasn't nobody there taking care of him. He got found days later on his floor. Okay, this is crazy.
Remember? Because it was that bad in there. Everybody telling, I can't believe they're doing this to you. Why is this happening? Even the sheriffs. All the sheriffs that sat on me for those 188 days that they said I was in hospital care, I was chained to a bed. I was in there with a sheriff from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. With a sheriff. For a month, I was medically cleared by Grady. I could have went home since November. Where's my due process? Why was I in this condition? For this long, down onto the mental torture and torment. Every minute feels like an hour. Just being in jail, y'all know what I'm talking about. Now being in confinement by yourself. I couldn't call my family. They couldn't come visit me. There was no writing the letters. I couldn't talk to attorneys. Grady detention is different than being in here. You totally cut off from the world because they say it's not a secure environment. I begged for help. For plenty of days, plenty of nights. That was it. All the brothers that was in there with me, please contact where she said contact. I don't remember everybody's name. They remember when they see this hit the news, they're gonna remember. Because it was that bad in there. Everybody telling, I can't believe they're doing this to you. Why is this happening? Even the sheriffs. All the sheriffs that sat on me for those 188 days that they said I was in hospital care, I was chained to a bed. I was in there with a sheriff from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. With a sheriff. For a month, I was medically cleared by Grady. I could have went home since November.
This is bad. But look at Ben Crump. Look at how he leaning over this man. Listening intently to my Lord. Listen, if Ben Crump is on the case, 9 times out of 10, he gonna get paid. In my opinion, it's never enough Never close to what they should get. Although it may sound like enough to us brokies, it's never enough. And on top of that, you can't undo what he been through. You can't give him his hands and his legs back. You can't take that trauma from him. That man is sitting in there in a wheelchair with his hands and his legs gone when he went in there with them fully intact. You go to sleep or get put to sleep, fall into I think he fell into a medical coma or whatever. I'm not sure what his medical condition is, but he says because they had previous dealings with him, they knew about it. And he said he begged for help. And, you know, this is 100% believable, clearly. We live in a country where pretty much anything can happen to anybody at any time. This.
You heard his ordeal from his own mouth. The fact that Fulton County at every turn has failed him. And now we're calling on responsible leaders of Fulton County to do something about this. To do something immediately. No more Rashad Muhammad. He has no more legs.
His hands, they look
no
black
more
in the
fingers,
picture. That's what it does. It kills it so bad, it just turns everything dark black.
To make you do something about this.
This is insane. And
We're
you know,
just doing nothing.
I could not find.
So now we're
I could not find a lot of posts on this. But this case wasn't even getting any attention. People are complaining about Ben Crump being on the case. Listen, that is him and what's the other guy's name? Those are the two. If they come 9 times out of 10, they're gonna win. Not maybe those exact numbers, but I'm just saying. And you're gonna get paid. Which at the end of the day, where we currently stand is about all that's gonna happen, right? But we're in a place where it takes these guys and the attention they bring and whatever deals they're able to make. I think it's just double work at the end of the day. Let's keep it real. But it does get victims, some degree of help. Now, there's a channel that is covering this story, but not in the same way.
That's when the people must decide, will they act or remain controlled? Every oppressed people reaches a breaking point.
Now, hold it. The one they just did with the pictures they're showing, I believe it's of the same guy. And I forget his name, but I covered this story. Many people covered this story. It's about this prisoner. He was actually heavy set, okay, when he went into Fulton County Jail. And they put him, I'm trying to remember, they put him in solitary. And they pretty much was abandoning him there. And they wasn't feeding him. They wasn't coming around and saying about him pretty much at all. So I'm not sure if I recall whether or not he legitimately was giving them problems, which never justifies it, or what the case was as to why they did it. It probably, who knows? I mean, it's Fulton County, it's the jail system. But for whatever reason, they put him in there and they pretty much left him in there to hoot and holler for whatever, and they never bring it. And I forget how long it was, but it was so bad because Fulton County jail system has a bad reputation of being a very nasty place for them to be and survive. What's up? Hit the like, thank you. And with the room he was at had very bad bed bugs. He became so thin and weak, he couldn't move, he couldn't turn, he couldn't get up. And if I recall, he wasn't even in there long. And again, the before pictures of when he went in there, he was a jingly guy. He was a chubby guy. This guy was confined to his bed and eaten alive by bed bugs. It took a whole lot to not only get this story out, but to even get some kind of investigation. If I recall, I think the last time I checked on this story, there still wasn't a conclusion. I don't think it was in 2026 when I checked on it. I think it was late 2025. Now, what this channel is posting about Ben Crump, calling him Ben Crook.
Determination takes its place.
Let me pause this. I'm trying to get the caption to come up without it playing. So they're saying Ben Crook pick a side. You cannot represent the sheriff and the brother Rashad Muhammad. We know that that's what you did with LaShawn Thompson. That's the name of the guy who was eaten by the bed bugs. He wasn't there to speak for himself, and that's why Sheriff LeBrat is still in office. Wow. And not charged with his death because you were his voice. And the sheriff's own wife said that they knew. They just didn't think the bed bugs were that bad. There's no such thing as bed bugs not being that bad. No such thing. When I was early in my career of trucking and I had to go out with a trainer, that was a journey from hell. I went through trainer. Listen, there was this white guy. I got in his truck and he had bed bugs in his truck. And I know that I felt something eating like around my feet, but I couldn't see anything. So I couldn't understand what was going on. I'm like, maybe I'm allergic to something. And so I'm telling him, I'm like, hey, listen, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not usually allergic to anything, but I'm having a reaction. It's pretty much at my ankles, and it's just stingy, bitey, like itchy. It's like you got chicken pox, which I never had, but I've had the hives. That weather's cutting up, and it's just real bad. You know, it eventually, I think it was like 3 days I was going through this, and I was like, this is beginning to worry me. I might need to go to the hospital. And of course, you know, they don't favor that. They want to keep you out there and keep making that money because they get you to drive, blah, 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 and they're getting all the money. So I'm driving one day, and I don't even know how I safely pulled over. It just was like, the attack was insane. The burning, stinging, itching was insane. And I think I had a little bit around my neck, because I remember it was at my neck too, but it wasn't as bad. I mean, I really got lucky. I think I was in his truck probably 3 days. I really got lucky, because that could have been in more parts of my body. It could have been, I don't even know. Because that attack was so insane. I just remember I was so furious. But the dude was so gross. I had to protest for him to stop for us to get to a shower. I mean, it was just bad. So I never felt comfortable. I never, like, I was just, even after, you know, Lysoling down and everything, continuously, I was like wrapped up in my coat all the time back there. It was just, he was just a nasty dude. I don't even see how they was even. And when I went to the ER, man, found out what was going on, and they like, we paying for everything. Of course you are. First of all, like, it was so. I remember it just being terrible. I don't even remember what they gave me, but of course I had creams. Then I had medication to take, and it just seemed like it took days after that for the attack feeling to even subside. It was just like I was constantly being bitten and attacked, and it was burning. I'm talking about, it was unbearable. It was unbearable. I wanted to blow the whole damn company building up, because it's just sheer negligence. Just recalling how that experience was, when I heard this story, it was just too unbelievable to be true. To know that this man was literally eaten alive by bed bugs in his cell. And for things this bad to be going on, and they will try to cover it up on a constant. Now, let's be clear, there's people who pass away in prisons at the hands of their negligence all the time. And they will, you know, when eventually the family does find out, they can tell them whatever, and they usually do. And this is a slideshow.
Truth makes you uncomfortable.
And that's somebody else.
Good. That means it's doing its job.
But it's the
Every
bed bugs.
generation is faced with a choice. Submit to injustice or draw a line and defend its future. I don't negotiate my dignity. I don't apologize for my humanity. A people who respect themselves demand respect. When a people are taught to forget their past, someone else gets to decide their future. Memory is a form of resistance. There comes a moment when knowing the truth isn't enough. That's when a people must decide, will they act or remain controlled? Every oppressed people reaches a breaking point.
And that's how they
when
found him.
patience runs out.
That picture with his mouth open and eyes like that, that's him deceased. That's how they found him. One thing that I always found a problem with Crump. Crump is there for the check. Okay. When Crump comes, he represents, he's gonna make it sound bad, which it is, right? He gonna put it out there. He gonna Don King the hell out of that shit in the media. He's gonna make it sound bad because it is. And you would never hear him demand for changes. You would never hear him demand for the people to be prosecuted, moved out of their position, none of that stuff. He's there for the check every time. He's there for the check. And he has a great track record of leaving with the check. And at the end of the day, the people get far less than they should have, in my opinion. These are the type of traumas you can't do anything to reverse it with money, to soothe it, to cool it with money. It just can't be. But he is not there for anything beyond that to happen. And this is what this channel is posting and complaining about, is that with all these cases and all these situations that occurred in Fulton County Jail, Crump came in, he did his sweep, he did what he do, he get you the bag, and he on to the next. He don't, whatever's left, whoever did it, everybody is pretty much untouched. It's just bank moves. You know, so they're challenging him on that. There's a lot to be, you know, discussed there, because that's not the end of it all. Of course, it's going to continue, especially when this money literally is not coming out of their pockets, right? So the question becomes, how does that get changed? Because somebody got to do something. It can't just be left like that. And usually people move on because they feel like, okay, you got them paid. But I think a lot of people also assume that with that comes something, you know, being done about the people who actually contributed. But people don't demand for that, look into that, and ensure and inquire about it being the case from the beginning. That's also what you're asking. You don't hear him asking for any of that, demanding for any of that, but nobody else is also saying, okay, we know you coming for the bag, but, and you're, you know, talking about what happened and complaining about what happened, because that's the thing that's going to drive it home for the bag. But you're not talking about what you're trying to get established here to hold these people accountable and get them up out of there. Nobody, it's like they just, I don't know, assume that that's part of the package. I don't understand. I don't understand. But also the way people are, the way this times are, the way the economy is, a lot of people just, okay, we got the money, that's okay, now somebody else can take it from here maybe. But you know, maybe that's what he's good at. That's his expertise, that's his mastery level, you know, role. And maybe he won't do well trying to do both. Maybe he don't have the energy to do both. Maybe he is literally supposed to hop and move and get that money, right, for these people. And of course himself. Maybe there's other people that need to step in and take care of the other parts. I mean, I can't really say that these people don't, you know, that they shouldn't be coming for him and this, that, and the third. But let's remove him from the equation, and what are people going to get then? Because somebody commented under this man Rashad Muhammad's situation and said, get you another lawyer, get you another lawyer. Well, he's not there to be the lawyer per se. He's there to be the main fighter, the advocate, and I guess the advocate and lawyer wrapped up in one. He remove him, and who else gonna pop up and get these results? First of all, he don't have no competition really. Except for that other guy, I can't remember his name. He was briefly dealing with the case with my niece. And I don't know what happened, but he parted from it pretty early. And I mean, at the end of the day, it wasn't something that came out to be anything, I guess, thus far. I'm going to say thus far. What's going on with my ear, Lord? So
this is reprehensible what Rashad Muhammad has had to endure. The fact that he called 911, he thought he was being attacked. He shot trying to protect himself, called 911 saying, I'm being attacked, and so forth. But then they arrest him. And he is shocked that he's even being arrested. He called 911 to try to say, somebody's shooting at me, and he gets arrested. And then all of this happens. I mean, his hands gone. His legs gone. All because Fulton County Jail failed him while they were had his custody and care completely
sepsis is a
in their
dirty,
discretion.
nasty thing.
The fact that this young man
That pitch black, that
has never
tar
been
black,
convicted of a felony,
that's the black death right there.
who has a father, a person who is trying to make a difference in the community, he suffered a fate that some would believe is just as worse as death. I mean, you heard his ordeal from his own mouth. The fact that Fulton County at every turn has failed him. And we're calling on responsible leaders of Fulton County to do something about this. To do something immediately. No more Rashad Muhammad. He has no more legs, no more fingers, no more hands that he can give to make you do something about this.
It is quite disturbing when you're listening to Crump and he knows he's on yet another Fulton County case after all those other cases, so he know who he's dealing with. He know what's been going on, and he know that when he walked away before, that all those parties were still there. I mean, he did put a call out for people to step forward and get involved. And at the end of the day, I really believe that, you know, some other people are going to have to step up. Like, we all got to start stepping up. Like, I'm talking about on a serious ass freaking level. What is just so heavy is that one of the main comments I usually see is people saying, let's stop working, let's not go to work. Now, that sounds fun to us as adults. And the next one is, let's not pay our taxes. Okay. The whole filing when you file, okay, you can do that. But you can't stop them at the store when they charge you tax. Saying less and not actually meeting up and plotting out shit, you just stuck at words coming out your mouth. There needs to be real time, state by state, city by city, organizations going on. Listen, I cutting up out there. I said there's a strong chance that tornadoes come through here. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's be clear. You know, when you think about how it works in the medical system with the doctors and the medicine and the diagnosis, then the pharmacists, the people who make the drug, you know, the insurance company, it comes full circle. So many hands get greased. So many hands get greased. And having the same people there, same systems in place with Crump, pretty much guarantees that he'll be back for another payday. And here he is, back for yet another payday with the same group of people. So that doesn't necessarily create an incentive for him to press for cleanup. Now, my opinion, anybody get in office, they gonna be corrupt because that's not how it go. You know, whatever you thought you was gonna do, okay. Oh, jeez. You want to make these people laugh. Tell them your plans, right? Tell them your plans. I, but something has to be done. Without legitimate claims that come with at least some levels of evidences that can show how Crump is deliberately screwing his clients and working both sides of the fence, then he's to some degree working on both sides of the fence as it may appear to some of us. Other than that, that's a byproduct of what the situation is. And again, somebody else need to stand up and come behind him, coordinating, come behind him and take care of the rest of it. And that would take a lot more than just that somebody. But somebody's got to head up the whole freaking situation. It's kind of like when I looked at that one video. And I don't know if I saved it. But I saw this yesterday, and the guy, he's a food reviewer. So if I could eat like that, I would have been hopped on that train there. Okay? I would have been hopped on that train there. Hell, it's so simple as going to another state in this doggone truck and then being able to pull up on, a restaurant and be like, okay, today I'm trying out so-and-so and give a review, But in the bank, shorty, what you think? Now, the guy was reviewing a place in South Carolina, and I believe they had just had their grand opening, which I believe was like their grand reopening, so they had been out of commission for a good little while. And they're considered a southern staple. And, it's called something fried and fish country or something to do. I did save it. It's in Florence, South Carolina. Percy and Willie's, that's the name of it. So you can see some stills from the internet. Of course, the black guy is the guy who went to do the review at their restaurant, right? And here's a little snippet. Okay, there's no action to that. Alright. So, of course, the internet is doing what the internet does. Crashing down, on their website. They full effect on the ass. Full effect on the ass. So let me go back to where it shows the video of what took place.
I know my law. Hey, don't tempt me, Shawty. Don't tempt me. I had a serve. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me, boy.
This right here, a picture of the owner of Percy and Willis grabbing on me after I asked him not to touch me 30,000 times. Him and the manager got a touching problem. I felt very uncomfortable in this situation. I was surrounded by a lot of angry men, and they all had pocket knives. Not to mention, they kept touching me. Look at him leaning on me, pushing me with his stomach. Y'all not supposed to do that. I had to get him off of me, so I pushed him off of me. Once again, I told him to get off of me. And look, he's still leaning in for body contact. Ooh, sir. All I wanted to do was give my food review. I only weigh 100-something pounds, sir. You can't be pushing and leaning on me like that. Let me show you how it all began, though. What's up?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. We at Percy and Willis in Florence, South Carolina. We can go see what's going on. What's up? Damn, though, they said I'll wait. I'm hungry right now.
It's the server that's willing to take you just because it's you.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's get it in. Yeah. Silverware. They already starting out bad. Sweet tea.
Sweet tea?
Yeah. You said y'all ordered the what?
Crab roast sandwich.
No tip. I ended up ordering the baby back ribs. Let's see how this restroom looks. That shit
so
probably
he has a lot of black employees.
Pretty clean. I don't got too much to say about that. What's up? What's that?
Remember him? That's the manager that kept pushing me with his stomach. He didn't seem that mad just then. He asked me how I'm doing and everything. What's up?
How you doing, every guy? Yeah. What's that, Baba?
Now, let me pause this to say something. Because, of course, I've seen the whole video, and the guys were, I'm still shocked that dude walked away without there being an actual physical fight, as a woman, I'm not even gonna try to picture myself in that situation. But if I was a dude, I'd have had to take on. I think it was four of them. I'd have had to take on all of them because they was just way out of pocket. But we all know it would have went the worst for this guy. It just would have, and that's just crazy. But I have to say, because again, let me put this in quotation. My people, you always hooting and hollering about things, but let's be real. Let's be real. Now, from the beginning, we see this guy come in a restaurant, cocky and loud, and just because that's your character for your social media persona, your food review guy, I don't know his name, but being a critic, woosah, okay, cool. So this is actual page. Coming in the establishment, you're loud, you're claiming attention. Okay, clearly a lot of people that know you, the server came and you did a reverse Keith Lee. She said, first he said it's an hour wait, then she said the server will see you because it's you. And he hopped on it. Now, you and the camera is obvious and gaining all attention. You're kind of loud with it. And you are walking around. You're talking to other people who are eating. You and the servers kind of acting up over there. Like, they just doing too much when they should be focusing on work. I mean, you came in a restaurant all loud and busy like this, and not to mention your camera person is filming everybody. So people have a right to go somewhere and sit down and eat and expect exactly that type of ambiance. Them sitting down to eat something nice, something smooth, something mellow, and they don't expect. I don't care if it's 2026. They don't expect for people to come and put cameras in their face. Now, the fact that I'm sitting here eating a meal with whomever, that's supposed to be my business, right? And the chances aren't so big that even if it's nobody I'm trying to keep that information from or hide from, but just the fact that at the end of the day, it's very minimal how many people can actually know that I'm here at this time and I was there at that time. That should be a basic right of expectation of us going somewhere. You know? But, it also can mess people up in other situations. People will say, you shouldn't be doing it. No, we're adults at the end of the day. We can do what we want to do. But that don't mean because you feel like people shouldn't do whatever, just off GP. You should have the confidence of knowing at the end of the day, nobody past who really walked in here even knew I was here. Like, where's the freak any of our privacy anymore? So to be this blatant and disrespectful, he didn't go get everybody in that restaurant's permission to film them. He probably asked not a one person. And if you're gonna come in there like that to that level, homie, you not tenderism, okay? And 9 times out of 10, they would have looked at him the same way if he came in there like that. So the way he was moving and the way he entered is all wrong, in my opinion. And anybody is going to likely take offense to all of that. Oh, he probably was going to give him 5 stars. Oh, he could have helped him out. He's big time on TikTok. And that don't got nothing to do. Nothing to do. That doesn't mean you could come up in here and do it this way. Right? Actual food reviewers, which has always been a highly acclaimed position to have. Restaurants will contact you, but mainly it's something you do without their knowledge, and you moving in silence, and then you hop on up out of there. But a lot of times they do have it to where they understand you're coming, and you're gonna get pretty much samples of a lot of different things to go ahead and taste and do the review. Doing food reviews and restaurant reviews has usually been looked at as a very like highly revered position and respected and in an elegant position. You know, etiquette is used. Okay, this ain't that. Y'all social media food reviewers and y'all get them off popping. It's just somebody decided to go around and eat people food and saying how you think it would have been greater for you. That's not nowhere near what actual food reviewers and food critics were. So you pale in comparison with that. It's not even a competition. And even they don't come in there like that. Nobody else in the restaurant is even going to know that they are a food critic unless they've seen them before. And those people usually stay behind the scenes unless they're actually having an episode of their food reviewing being filmed. And that's usually not what happens. And you want to be moving as incognito as possible. That's how that has always been respected. And that ain't this. It's just disrespectful the way he came in and the way he was moving. So let's be clear on that. Okay, that's my perception on it. I just don't think we can address anything else that happened in this video unless and until we start with the first thing we see, which is how he came up in there, how he was moving in there. And that should have been an issue sooner rather than later to be, called upon for further review, pun intended, and be respected. Positions being placed, order of operations being in place, because y'all can't come loud and wrong and disrespectful and then want to put all the emphasis on how people responded to you, because we already know that 9 times out of 10 that response is going to be because you are a black male, right? And then secondly, you're a black male with a food review. Look at how Destination Smokehouse dude, I forgot his name, Nick or whatever. Look at how he, got look at how he got salty with his shit. Okay, with the Keith Lee. He damn near went in on Keith Lee. And I'm pretty sure everybody's seen Keith Lee's review on the place. And regardless of whether he liked it or not, to try and bash the food critic, people only used to do that behind closed doors. That's not somebody you want your enemy, right? And that's not the vision you're supposed to be putting out, for the future. So we got to start with acknowledging this and fixing this type of behavior, because y'all got to move better than this. This ain't it. This ain't it. Now, this is drawing a lot of attention, being loud and all that, and just downright rude, in my opinion. So they gonna come to
time to bring the popcorn out.
Do circle the block.
Oh, yeah?
I'm asking you to come to the front door.
Oh, yeah, come on. See, I thought he wanted to talk some business until I noticed his facial expression and body language.
Who you with? I'm the manager. Please come to the front door.
Are you the manager?
Yes.
Who you want me to come to the front door for?
I'm asking you to leave the business.
Why?
We don't allow videoing in here.
Y'all heard that? This man said call the police. Man, I only said why.
They don't like that now.
Okay.
Boy,
I don't allow video in here.
You don't talk back,
Please
boy.
go to the front door.
Why you don't allow
I'm asking you to
video?
leave. Please leave.
You hold your head down and you get on up out of here.
Man,
So you don't make
That's
it
why
back.
I'm saying, why you acting like that? You could have asked me better. You could have asked me better
Do you
than
mind
that.
leaving? I've asked you to go to the front door.
Yeah, I don't care about leaving. So you could have asked me better than that. That's what I'm
Please go to
saying.
the front door.
At this moment right here, my whole life reflecting in front of me. I feel like they want to get me locked up. Cause peep this, we won't even talking for 15 seconds. And he already been calling the police. And guess what? I never said no. I had to take a deep breath. Tell you right now, what's up? I watch that.
Now they wrong. They wrong.
I about to solidify. I fought a person in Willis. That's the crazy part about it. So why would you kick me out anyway? Was I in what was I doing wrong? What did I do wrong? I literally came in here, sat down, ordered my food, and did
That's
nothing
not true.
wrong.
That's not true. Let's not do this. And see, I don't like it when y'all placate to this type of stuff. You know, just like I was saying about dude with the subway and all that. No, come on now. Come on now. Because he that's not how he came in. He didn't come in and sit down to order his food. I don't even think he got to put his order in yet. He came in there like, hey, all eyes on me, you know, and got everybody's attention, went around with the camera. I already told y'all what he did. You saw what he did. And that's nowhere to be moving. It's disrespectful to everybody there. If they wanted a clown show, then, you know, the guy would have had one there. But y'all only want to focus on what these dudes did, which is crazy how they was moving. But you got to address this too. Because if he came in and sat down and ordered his food, and at some point his girl, because that's who was filming it, brought out the camera, they probably would have came over there and be like, sir, we don't allow filming in our store. I'm going to ask you to stop filming or you'll have to leave. He probably still would have got riled up. I'm a food critic. That's what I do. No, that's not how that works. All right, he could have just been like, okay, I'm going to respect that. I've seen food critics say no, they can't. They tell them they can't. And they get it, and they be like, I wanted to sit in there and have the experience with y'all, but I'm going to review this right here in my car. Listen, bro, you shouldn't be inspecting all that anyway.
Why didn't you just say no video? I would have stopped video.
The front door.
I would have stopped video.
I asked you to come to the front door.
I would have stopped video. All you had to say is no video, man, and I would have stopped video. Why would you have to keep me out?
I'm the owner, and you need to
Okay,
either
I
leave.
understand
I'm gonna
that.
put you in jail.
Oh, I won't go to jail.
Today.
I promise you I won't.
I
promise you I won't. I know my law.
Please
Hey, don't
go.
touch me, Charlie. Don't touch me.
I have it,
Sir.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me, boy.
Okay.
Don't touch me, dog. I'm telling you.
In no way, let's be clear, am I on these restaurant owner side? In no way. In no way. But you just nothing about this is just smart. Okay, it's not nothing about this is intelligent. You know, why? Okay, he just said no video in there. Forget anything else. You got your basic. Just move on down the road. Move on down the road. And if you ever want to double back and try this again and do it better, listen, you might still, because y'all left on those terms, you might still want to come back in, you know, do a food review, but y'all have a conversation and you respect their rules. They might meet you halfway. I don't know. And dang, it got cold in here quick now. I'm trying to AC all the way out. Icebox back there, boy. But you steady pressing why. Once he said no video in here. Oh shit. Okay, don't do that. Once he said no video in here, man, that's all the why you need it. That's all the why you need it. Let me see if I can use this charger. Nope, not yet. But to sit there and go back and forth with this man over something he done already told you he wants you to do about his business, then why you ain't just go ahead on? It's the absence of, you know, the reality, and to be able to realize that you was wrong how you came in there all like that. It starts there. Why you talking about why? For the many people that say, oh, he should have accepted it, now he messed up his career story, we're closing it down. Listen, they went too damn far. They had me sitting here hoping he just go head on and just round them up. Round them up. Go ahead and round them up. Boy, you got them easy. I just know it. Okay? My ancestors told me. Shit. I already know. But why go back and forth? just go. You know it's heating up. It's gonna get worse. Just go on ahead and leave, man. It's not that. You gonna make them let you video and let you stay. No, they weren't feeling how you was moving up in there. Coming in there like that. They weren't feeling that.
Shit'll get real in this bitch, boy. Don't do it.
I'm just walking up.
Don't do it. Don't touch me, boy.
You understand?
Man, I'm telling
Ma'am,
you.
don't touch me.
Don't
touch me.
I walk out. I'm gonna walk out.
Police immediately.
I'm gonna leave.
Joe.
I'm gonna
Immediately. He's already assaulted me. Right in my face.
Did y'all just hear the owner of Percy and Willie's lying to the police?
Ain't nobody assault you, boy. You on candy camera. That's how innocent people get locked up, right there. If I didn't have my own evidence, he would have swore up and down I hit him. Screaming assault, really? You sound like a little girl. What's up?
He's already assaulted me. Right
Listen, and I guarantee you that's his buddy he on the phone with while you sitting up here talking about you know your laws and you ain't going to jail. I said, boy, when them laws ever apply to your kind? What you doing? Leave. Just leave. Just leave. That's all that's it.
Camera, boy.
I got
you on camera.
You on cameras too?
Yeah. Did I assault you?
Yeah.
Man, all right.
Yeah.
I will sue you,
sir.
Don't lie. Don't lie. I will sue you. Don't lie. Don't lie, boy.
Calling me a boy now?
Boy, don't lie, boy.
Now yelling it up. Hey, time to go.
Let me get the fuck
Now,
out of here.
I ain't gonna lie, and I just listened to it again. I watched this video over and over. He later said they called him a boy. No. Somebody who went and did his own video said that they called him boy, and he got all hyped with that. Listen, I only heard him call them boy. It's something about y'all males and calling each other boy that y'all don't like. You know, I just never think about that because sometimes us girls, we be like, boy, bye. You know, for us to live, to fight another day after that, is actually kind of shocking when you think about it because, yeah, the white man don't want y'all to call him boy, and y'all sure don't want him to call you boy. Y'all be right about ready to go the jail or hell with each other over one of y'all calling the other one boy. I'm like, God damn, I get it. You know the boy, you a man. But that shit is just something deeper. You know, it's something deeper. It's like you called, like he said, bitch. Like, the hell?
He on the phone telling lies to the police.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Bro, you ain't gonna win.
Tripping for no reason. I don't know what's wrong with him. He tweaking. I don't know what's wrong with him. You tweaking, buddy. Yeah, everybody love
They
me.
just going your ass to
You
the
can't stop the
door,
love. Everybody love me here shouting.
bro. Why they owe him like that? That shit is so weird.
We gonna see. Everything on camera, buddy.
It's on
Everything
camera,
on camera,
right?
buddy.
This camera right here?
Yeah, everything on camera, buddy. I would never go to jail. You want that's
Out the door.
You want me to go to jail?
Out
You
the
want me
door.
to? You touching me? No, I'm
You get out the door.
You touching me?
You were touching
Why you
me.
touching me? Why you on me? Why you on me?
I'm
You
done.
gotta make me pipe up in the bitch.
Listen.
I ain't touched nobody.
Hey.
So don't touch me, South.
Look at him, still
You know,
grabbing me,
I
still
just don't
touching.
understand it, but I've seen it so many ways, so many times that it's just, to me, it's like second nature to them. And yes, they want to intimidate, like interrogate him. What did I just say? Antagonize him so he can get hype like that. But they it's like they want it, they thirsty for it. All of them was gonna wound you up and put you in a tree, boy. The way they was touching him, it's like, what you want to do, bend him over? It's like you feeding for this boy or something. It was just so weird to me. So weird. Like, what the hell? Why you can't stay off him? Orange shirt, you wanted him bad.
You don't supposed to be touching me. I'm walking out. You invade my personal space.
That's why I was saying fuck off me when I was pushing you. Get off me.
Fuck off me.
So why you keep leaning
Yeah,
on
so
him?
the manager got a problem with me being inside there
That's
recording.
kind of sick and
I
twisted.
shouted you. Everything I do is on camera.
Boy, look. Ooh, boy, they left. Man, put the camera in.
Look, he coming out
On
there
this
to the car.
goddamn Humpty Dumpty looking ass nigga. Huh? Easter egg looking ass nigga. Put the camera on that motherfucker. Put the camera on that nigga, dog. I don't know if this is legal or not, but I feel like he holding me hostage. I can't even drive my car. I feel like he harassing
you know what I
me at
didn't
this
like?
point. Y'all,
you know what I didn't like? Brother, you know, you didn't tell your girl go get in the car. She can be the safest at this point. You pretty much rambled on to the car and left her standing there talking about put the camera on her. So now she's standing out there, you know, like a damn deer. And you going towards to get in the car. And this dude walking over there to y'all. And you gonna say put the camera on him. The one thing that what you doing? It's like you made her a target or something. Like you about to get the great escape. Leave her standing there. That was just so non-protective. Then you said get in the car and went got in the car. Hold on, buddy. You ain't gonna put her in the car. You ain't gonna escort her to the car. AKA, you're not gonna go around there and open that woman door. I'm not gonna rewind the damn video and play it yet again. I'm not. Say what I'll say. Like what the hell? So where's the one with the responded? Okay, here you go.
Percy and Willis in Florence, South Carolina. I seen what y'all did to Benji, man. I seen it. Y'all think we're gonna let that slide? Then you gonna call people boy? Oh my. Then y'all
See,
gonna call
I
people
just
boy?
it's like, come on, man. We gotta take time and just like really analyze what we have seen. Come at it from a more intellectual level and give more responses that actually get results and stop being clowns. He called them boy and you doing all this. You see what I'm saying? Now you got other people watching your videos and like, hey, they call him boy too. They got him boy too. Yeah, just no. I ain't even gonna finish your video, sir. I'm not. But they, I don't know. I was trying to scroll to the way. They gotta fly up. They really give it the fuck his damn shit up.
Percy's and Willie's in Florence, South Carolina. I live in Florence, South Carolina. What y'all did showed y'all true colors. Y'all was very disrespectful. And the way you moved, let us know. You do not want my business. I will not give you my business. My money will stay.
I'm with you, brother. Listen, these people were hot and ready for this guy. And I guarantee you, sir, talking about I ain't going to jail and I know my laws. Sir, for you to be from, because they say you from South Carolina too, sir, that was just reckless. And I have to applaud the man for not fighting them, because I don't see how. I'm a woman and I'm just sitting here, just like my ego. I'm talking about me as a dude in that situation. My ego alone wouldn't even let them skate off that. The way they kept getting on him and just getting on him and getting his face and getting on him, and he kept saying, "Get off me, don't touch me." And dude just come put his belly all on him and stuff. Then the other dude touching him, he come around touching him. And I'm like, why y'all keep doing this, man? Like this? Then it's all of y'all all on each other and shit. Like y'all be having orgies together and whatnot. Oh no, hell no. All that shit that was a lie. And he walked away without swinging on nobody. They wasn't taking us and shit out of his ass. Brother, I gotta give it to you. I gotta give it to you. Because I ain't thinking about nothing. It's either I want to get him or I don't want to get him. And I would definitely have to get him. I would. So that took a lot. But in all other departments, I'm going to have to say the name no more, brother. I'm going to have to say the name no. You have to revisit that man in the mirror song and just, analyze yourself. But when you got people that have different kind of brain wavelengths, they think totally different. It's just, what can you really do with that? They ain't budging. They see things their way. And sidebar, that's another reason why when I say, when I see it, I know it ain't for me, I'm not interested. And if I'm not interested, I'm good for what you said. If I'm not interested, and I make it crystal clear several times, and you keep fucking thinking, bitch, you gonna be in jail tomorrow if I only had a brain. Well, you gonna be in hell singing in one. I don't know. But
There's no way this could be
it's
sound.
gonna be one of them. So I think those are only videos that have on that particular situation. Alright. But we in the gist of it. That's crazy. So the original subject matter about this brother in say keep him on the damn, the apple look juicy and good.
You got no rap.
Ooh, look at that
You
beard.
got no rap, yo. You funny as shit.
Love that beard. Oh my goodness.
I'm pinning that. I'm pinning it.
But shout out to him. He's absolutely gorgeous. He is.
Now,
and I'm gonna pause it.
Now, everybody
gonna
see
pause
that.
lives. I thought you could pause lives. But it said Percocet, Molly Percocet, heroin, fentanyl, train,
Yo,
whatever
I
that
love it,
is,
though.
and more, is what he used to do. He's a 5 years sober. Was homeless in Kingston,
I'm dying. You
Philadelphia.
funny
Asked me
as shit.
anything, and he is gorgeous. My brother, proud of you. Proud of you. Let me go ahead and type.
Why you got me restricted? Over 14 more seconds. I'm a virgin, huh? I'm a virgin. Thank you, Soul Search.
Yeah, you welcome. You came
I'm a
out this
celibate
shit
virgin.
looking good as a motherfucker. I'll break your virginity, baby.
Nailed to the cross like Jesus.
I'm just saying. God damn. But I don't mess with no addicts.
Right, bro. Hey, yo.
Okay, how many years sober you got? And if you tell me you used to be one, baby, it's a wrap for me. I'm
AakashaPri.
I can't deal. I cannot do your personality type. You got addictions and shit. One day it's gonna be some. I don't care if it's getting a scratch off at the counter after work. It's gonna be something, and I'm not gonna do it. So that's where I'm gonna leave that conversation. Dude got his legs and arms amputated. Man Crump is on the job. I guess we can revisit that story, but we already pretty much know how this gonna end. All right, Crump gonna get them a check. And nobody's gonna step in to really clean up that mess. So it's time to clean it up. Shit. Holla.